never know. Maybe at some point we'll start our own little company. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we are busy currently with a job that we got through the agency. So we're spraying this field, so it shouldn't take too long. We'll probably do, I would say, 3 passes. We'll probably miss a little bit in the middle if we don't. But yeah, so this should be a pretty quick job, and the money's decent. I think we'll make about $1,000-ish, 1,500 maybe. But yeah, so our money is a little bit lower than what it was when we finished up yesterday. And the reason being is we are debt free. We paid off our $5,000 loan that we had originally. And we also paid off... Oh, we're going to hit that signboard. Don't want to do that. We also paid the $1,000 that we still owed. Oh, we're still going to hit that. We owed Clever Motors. And I referred to them in the previous episode at one point. Oh, knocked it down. Anyway, that's alright. I referred to them as Modern Motors at one point. I don't know why. Bought Clever Motors. Anyway, we owed them $1,000 still because we didn't have enough money for the log fork. But they were kind enough to give it to us and just have us pay the $1,000 later, which we did. So we have no debt whatsoever, which is good. That is great, because I'm starting to think about buying a piece of land, our own piece of land that we can sort of put some sheds on and yeah, just sort of do our own thing. So obviously it's going to have to be a small piece of land. So I want something where we can put a shed up. I don't know if we're going to be able to put like a little cabin or something on it. We'll figure accommodation out at some point. But I also want to be able to still farm it. So I want a piece of land that can be farmed. And I want to try and rent the field off of Jimmy. Just the field. So we've got the house at the moment. And we created the field next to it. I want to then find out if we buy a piece of land, if we can still rent that off of him. Obviously, it would be at a lower rate because we're not renting the house. He can rent that to someone else. So that'll be ideal. Then we'll have 2 fields that we can farm. One of which we're renting, and the other one our own, and we have a piece of land where we can actually build structures on, because I don't want to build a shed on the place where we are at the moment because we're just renting it. So that's just spending money on someone else's property, which we'll never get back. So yeah, I'm genuinely thinking about buying a property. Obviously we'll have to get a loan for that, and we'll have to see what's available. But yeah, we're sort of coming to the end of the field here, but I'm very excited for that. I'm very, very excited for that. It would be great to sort of really start to settle down a little bit and, yeah, find our feet. Get our own piece of property. That's the big one. That is the big one. So, yeah, that'll be pretty cool. I don't know how soon that'll happen, but we'll have a look around, and we'll maybe speak to a local estate agent or something. Maybe Jimmy will know someone that can help us out in that regard. Anyway, we're just coming up to the end here, and if you're wondering why I'm sort of not worried about the end bits, is because I already did them. Because there's not a lot of turning around space. Hopefully I didn't damage the boom on this when I hit that signboard, but I've noticed that these are pretty strong. So it shouldn't be a problem. Right, we are going to leave this here, and again, because this is an agency job, I don't know whose field this is, I don't know whose equipment this is, but it's kind of a nice tractor, actually. I like it. Fairly new as well. 62 hours on the clock. Right, we are going to leave tractor there. We're going to grab our little white, which is still going strong, but it needs a service. It's in desperate need of a service. It's... yeah. Anyways, it's a nice piece of equipment. I have to remember how to get out of here. I think we go right... yeah, we go right and then left, and then we'll get to the main... oh! Hello! Alright, so that was Jimmy. He wants us to do a quick job for him. So this field on the right-hand side here needs plowing. And he wanted to know if we can do it for him. So I said, yeah, why not? We've got a bit of time. So we are gonna do that, and also we need the money, especially if we are gonna be trying to buy a property in the near future, hopefully. But if we're gonna try that, we're gonna need to get all the money that we possibly can. So I'm not gonna be turning down any jobs right now. I said we can use the old John Deere that we used to seed our field with, and it's still here. Yep. So it seems like this is where it's kept. Beautiful machine. Alright. Let's get this thing going. And he said the plow should be back here. There it is. Fantastic. Don't want to be driving into his fields. I forgot this thing has got the turning circle of the moon. Horrible turning circle on this thing, actually. Right. Okay. This is gonna be fun. I enjoy plowing. I mean, it's a time-consuming thing, but I do like it. It is a fun job. So we're gonna get this done for him real quick. And he said he wanted to ask us a favor. So we'll have a chat to him when we're done here and see what that is all about. But for now, we are going to jump into a quick time lapse. We're going to get this field knocked out for him and make a bit of money. And yeah. So that is job done, and yeah, that was a pretty decent sized job. I kind of feel like we haven't done a decent sized job in quite some time. I was hoping to speak to Jimmy, but it seems like he left. So he wanted to speak to us about something, and not sure what. So maybe I'll just give him a call and see what it's all about. Alright, well, interesting. So, Jimmy actually owns a business, a different business to his farm. He owns sort of like a landscaping company, and he wanted to ask us a favor. He's a bit short-staffed at the moment. Sounds like it's just a today problem, and he was wanting to know if we know how to drive a mower so that we can go out and do a job for him. So I said, yeah, I don't know if we're going to get paid for it. I think this is just sort of like a friend asking for a favor. So he said the guy that sort of runs that part of the show for him is going to pick us up here at the farm, and he'll drop us at the job site. So yeah, we're going to wait here until he picks us up. And yeah, we're going to go do some lawn mowing. So that'll be fun. Alright, so I am straight into things here. So I had a quick walk around of the garden and picked up some stuff that was lying around. Just stuff that we don't want going into the blades. And I'm sort of doing the edges of the garden here. We do have an edge trimmer on the back of the pickup if we need it. But it's pretty clear on the side, so I'm going to try and do as much of it with the lawnmower as I can, as it's just easier. But I had a bit of a chat with the guy that sort of runs the garden side of things for Jimmy. So it's basically a landscaping company that he's got, and he's got a manager that runs most of it for him, and he says they're basically just short on staff at the moment. And yeah, I'm quite happy to come in and help out, because I do enjoy some lawn mowing, and we don't really have much to do on the farm right now because we're just sort of waiting for our crops to grow. And yeah, it's pretty cool. We've got some nice equipment to work with, and we're in a really nice English garden here, which is fantastic. It's a garden style that you don't really see too much in our part of the world, but pretty nice. So yeah, this is fun. I really like things like this, so that's why I kind of said yes to it immediately. I do enjoy little jobs like this, and you never know, maybe at some point we'll start our own little company. I'll have to speak to Jimmy and obviously see how he's doing with the company, and also if we're gonna do something like that, we don't want to be direct competitors to him because his company's really established, and we don't want to step on any toes because Jimmy has been really good for us. But I think what we're going to do is we are going to jump into a time lapse, and we're going to get this garden knocked out. So again, I don't know if we're actually going to get paid for this. I think this is just sort of asking a friend for a favor thing. I don't really mind. I don't really care if we get paid or not. I'm just sort of happy to have something to do and have it be something that I really enjoy. So yeah, we're going to jump into the time lapse. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, we are back at the farm, and that was really fun. So, yeah, I enjoyed that. And Jimmy paid us $1,000 for the plowing job that we did, and he actually gave us $300 for that mowing job. So that was pretty freaking good. I genuinely did not expect to get paid for that job, and I would have been happy enough if we didn't. But hey, $300 is $300. So I said to him, if he ever needs anyone again, I'm happy to help out because I really liked it. I did also speak to him about the fact that we are thinking about buying a piece of land. And he mentioned to me that there's a piece of land down here that Michael is actually selling. And he knows about this because he was thinking about buying it, but he thinks he's not going to, and that's why I mentioned it to us. Apparently it's just not quite what he is looking for. So this, apparently, is the piece of land. So it goes from all the way back there, sort of creates a corner, comes down here and runs around. So it does include a bit of whatever is down here, just a bit of grassland and a tree line. So it's not just the field, it just sort of extend out a little bit, not much though. And the property line I think sort of runs here. And there's a little creek here, there's a logistics company over there. And I mean, it looks pretty decent actually. And this is the first time that I'm looking at it. Nice little creek down here. I'm just trying to think if this would work for us. I mean, it's a nice size field, but it's not just the field that I'm concerned about. I want to try and build a little, like a farmyard for us, so we can put a shed up and we can have our own accommodation. There's apparently a railroad running up here, or a rail line. And I mean, it's a good size field. I just don't know if we buy this, where do you build a little farmyard? I was thinking maybe here, but it's very slopey and it's going to be very noisy. And also the entrance is over there, so maybe you could cut a piece off that field and make a farmyard area over there, next to the creek and all. And it's close to the entrance. So, price-wise, Michael apparently won somewhere in the region of 80,000 for this. Jimmy couldn't remember the exact figure, but he said it was somewhere around 80,000. Now that is a lot of money. It's money that we don't have, but we can apply for a loan. So, I don't know if we'll qualify for 80,000. That is a lot of money, but we can always try. So yeah, maybe if we have a little farmyard in here. There's an entrance there. I mean, you won't get massive machines in there. It is a wooden bridge, and I don't know how strong it is. It looks decent, but it's not very wide. But I mean, that is a problem for later on. We can always, I don't know, maybe route around this field. I mean, we wouldn't own this, but I'm sure whoever owns it, we can speak to them and maybe have a route around here or something. I don't know. That is a problem for later on if we were to buy this. And I have to say, I am quite interested in this. I think this could make a really, really nice piece of land. So, I don't know. Ooh, what's that? A little toy that someone put down there. Pretty nice, actually. So, yeah, this could potentially... I mean, I don't even know if Michael will sell this to us. I haven't spoken to Michael about it. Jimmy just mentioned it to me and said, well, go and have a look. But I think this could work. And then I would like to rent the other field off of Jimmy still. Although it is a long way from here. So we'll have to cart sort of equipment up and down all the time. I don't know. That doesn't sound ideal. Maybe if we buy this, we'll just have this. Because it is a decent sized field. It's actually bigger than what I expected it to be. But it is expensive. I think we will try and harvest the field up there. Maybe we can just rent it until we harvest it and then get rid of it. I don't know. I'll have to really, really think about this. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this field. Should we buy it? Should we build a little farmyard here? I don't know. Let me know. But we are gonna leave it there for today, guys. So that was fun. That was really, really fun. We made a bit of money. We did some plowing, which is always fun. And then we went on a completely random mowing expedition. And yeah, mowed some grass, which is fun. And yeah, it was pretty cool. But that is going to be it for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.